especially some of the rap hip hop things. There are some bands from Hungary. They are like hip hop bands, very naughty language.
A bit colourful, yes.
But it's really, really bad. It's really like it's like guns and shoot and all kind of, and they talk always very, very ugly. But it's, I don't know, it's my guilty pleasure. I think it's like
there's something in there somewhere that resonates with you.
It resonates with me, man. And
you also can't help it.
Some of these hip hop things, which is like a candy shop, or I don't know. There are some, I loved the rap in the 80s, around the MC and all that kind of stuff, and
Public Enemy,
all this.
Great.
I like this Ice-T, Ice Cube, or these things, and I had the Jay-Z album and these kind of things, and I know sometimes I think maybe hip hop is my guilty pleasure. Maybe that's it. That kind of nasty lyrics with very nasty things. It's like shaming that somebody talks like that way, but yeah, sometimes I can listen to it.
Sometimes you like it, right?
I don't know why.
I think it's another way of expressing yourself. If we were to explain the hip hop or rap to someone from a different planet or had never heard it before, you're like, well, they're just expressing themselves in a different, if not unique kind of way, and they're speaking a language that you're not really taught at school. You're not really taught this language formally, but it's the language of where you're from, or the streets, or part of your culture. It's just.
Yeah, they had a reason for that, and they had. I think there is a thin line, of course, when you think is it going to do harm, or is it still just entertainment? And so you have to find a middle way, I think, in everything in general. But I'm trying to believe that they are not saying and they meaning it, but they're saying it because they are, it's a kind of, I want to get out of this.
Well, recently I just finished Gil Scott Heron's autobiography.
Right.
And in some quarters, he's considered as the kind of, I was going to say grandfather or godfather. I'm not sure which one I should use, but the kind of founding father figure of this, because he was a spoken word artist as well as
the rap,
pianist, and he did the television will not be
the revolution.
It's Sunday when I've used up all the vocabulary. I'm saving it all for tomorrow. Thank you. The revolution will not be televised.
Yeah.
And there's some interesting parallels where he talks about jazz and Guinness, and when you can combine these two things together. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Favorite venue, Victor? Somewhere you've played or somewhere that you would recommend checking out an act or a band or an orchestra even?
The venue could be famous stage. I played in any kind of places. I played in also big concert halls, and I played in big stages as well. I don't. I think I'm still loving a very intimate and very small and some way more personal stages. It doesn't have to be a very big place. I like here in Utrecht. There's a Tivoli. They have some nice podiums. Is a huge center with many concert halls, and I played one of the halls. It's a little bit smaller, more intimate, and it's a great hall, I think. And I like also a little bit like a pub related to like a jazz pub where people are sitting there and there's a table and you can perform. I like that place in Ghent. It's in Belgium, and they call the Hot Club. It's a very tiny jazz club. It's like almost like there is a bar and 5 tables. But when it's the concert, people are on the top of each other.
They improvise literally. You just have to fit everyone in.
And they have a plate behind the stage, which is for in I don't know the other cultures, but in some way represents for me that when is the performance, keep it, like shut up,
Right,
and it has
shut up and enjoy.
Shut up and enjoy and watch it and listen. So it has it's a nice pub. I like to go there.
Cool. That's a nice mix of venues. Slightly left field question then. A go-to karaoke song if you're in the mood for it.
Roxanne. Roxanne.
So you got the high bit going on there.
That's all I can do.
That's all you need. Literally, that's all you need. Does anyone know the rest of the words?
There is another one. Aha, take on me. But I cannot sing that one. I cannot. It's impossible for me.
I mean, I've just seen recently that Aha, they do that thing, right? The harmony part.
Yeah.
They made an Aha movie last year. I didn't see it, but it wasn't really a fictional movie, but it was about the story of them being famous and then they disappeared for years and then they come back together again. And
yeah, I know. I didn't watch it, but it's on my bucket list.
All right. So me too. I read a couple of reviews about it, and it's, if you like the music business or this type of thing, it might be something to watch. Viktor, how about a song that you wish you'd written or a tune that you'd wish you'd written?
Ooh.
Sorry to put you on the spot, man. That's a tough one.
Yeah, it is. There is one not standard, but it's on a kind of blue. And it's a ballad, Blue in Green, from Bill Evans. I don't know what was the story, Bill Evans or Miles Davis, but that song is something serious for me. Yeah, it's something very precious, and yeah, I could of course go on. There are so many, but this is the first I could.
This might be the starting point.
Yes, the starting point. Yeah.
Last question for you then, Viktor. Who should we be listening to? Tell us someone that maybe is not on our radar, but that you would like to bring them to our attention.
Listen, this album quite a lot is the new album of Bad Plus, and I had a privilege to have the drummer of the Bad Plus playing on my album 2 years ago, Dave King. So I really listen a lot. This album I made in a concert in not long ago, and it's in my car, and I like to listen a lot. It's something I can recommend. The new album the latest album of the Bad Plus. It's something.
And I think that's us, man. I think I'm out of questions. Tell us where we can find you, Viktor. Tell us the home of your all things creative.
Yeah, you can find me on www.vomusic.art.
Viktor, man, thanks a lot. It's been great spending the last hour or so with you.
Thank you.
And I look forward to hearing more about what you're doing as the year goes on.
Yeah, thank you for the invite. Maybe see you next time. And
my pleasure.
It's
hopefully we get that.
Very interesting podcast, I think, to put people in that kind of perspective about what your subject, like, let's say. So it's
thanks, man. It's all about the guests. The guests have the stories, right? So
thank you.